All right, guys, we're out in the shop today. Just turned the heater off. I said it was about 70 degrees in here. It's about 36 degrees outside. So looks like it's starting to try to snow out there. So got a couple of heaters running in here to try to keep the place warm. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try doing the spray foam. We're gonna do our DIY spray foam kit that we picked up. And we're just gonna shoot a couple of sections of wall here with a couple of cans and see how far this stuff goes, so we can kind of calculate how much spray foam you would need to do this 30 by 50 shop. I had this all professionally sprayed. You can see, check that in my other video on our shop build. But I picked up a couple of these I picked up a Seal spray foam, spray insulation foam. Looks like it is actually designed to spray like in between your joists on your framing. So I got a spray foam gun cleaner that comes with it, and you get a spray foam gun. So I got it's a 12 pack of spray foam cans, and they're saying this goes about a couple of hundred square feet. I think maybe even 300 square feet for a 12 pack of cans right here. So we're gonna try this out and see how much that does. I'm gonna probably just shoot a couple of squares just to kind of see about the square footage of what one can shoots, and we'll measure it and we'll see about how much square footage that will, and then we'll calculate how many cans you would actually need to maybe do a shop like this. I'm probably gonna go around. I've got a couple of thin spots in between some of these, some of the posts in here. Got a couple of holes. I'll go around the shop and hit the spots that I kind of like to hit them a little bit more. But we're gonna take a shot and we're gonna spray foam this, and let's take a look and see how far this stuff goes. See how easy it is to work, and see what it entails. All right, I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of set this gun up. All right, guys, we're gonna put some of these together. So we're gonna pop the top off of this thing. Put these things together. All right, that is a spray foam. Probably ought to shake these up before I put them on the gun itself. Looks like it has a little bit of an adjustment on the very back here to be able to adjust your spray foam. Set you up over here precariously, and we'll see if we can do our best not to knock the camera over. Shooting straight line. Crank that in and just turn it up a little bit. You know what I didn't do? Didn't follow the instructions. You're supposed to put a little spray nozzle on the ends of these things. Little spray nozzle is actually what fans it out, so we need to probably make sure we stick that on there first. So if you're gonna do this, read the instructions first. You know what you're doing. So it looks like you need to open these things up quite a ways. All right, this takes a little bit getting used to. Looks like we've got a couple of different tips on here, or gotta get this tip put on here the correct way. It's like you're taking it's got a little barbed fitting on the end there. Push that tip on there. Since I'm going up and down, I'm running it sideways. Having this thing opened up almost all the way is what you shoot out really high. Actually running this can a little bit more wide open, you get less overspray and stuff like that, and it actually shoots a little better pattern. As these things lose pressure, they lose the pattern. So, all right, guys, a little bit different video right now. Kind of got a little bit of a sweet tooth, so we were gonna cook up some Gardelli's triple chocolate brownies. These are supposed to be some of the world's best brownies. Unfortunately, I'm not sponsored by HelloFresh or Factor 75 or AG1. So I'm gonna show you how to eat unhealthy, and we're gonna make some brownies up. This is a 6-pack you buy at Costco. So the size of pan we were gonna use is, I don't know, 9 by 13. So we need to do that, we need, I think, 3 of these pouches. So if I do 2 sets, that'll make 2 pans of these brownies. So we need to keep that around keep the instructions on what we got to do on it. First off, calls for 3 eggs. I've already started this, so I actually put 5 eggs in this. So it's going to be a little more cake-like. So the reason I used 5 eggs is that's all the eggs I had. So it's all right. We're gonna set you up, and so you guys can kind of come along, and I'll sit and let you know what's going on. Handy dandy little mixer here. One of my first videos, when I first got my camera just to test out, actually I made up one of my, I don't know if it's called a favorite, but something that a lot of people have never tried or even eaten are some mussels. We actually bought some mussels from Costco. You can buy a 3-pound bag of mussels at Costco's, and we made up a bunch of those for I made them up for me to eat, just to see how it was to trying out a video, to make a video. I never posted the video, but like I said, I think I still have it. I was just testing out the camera, seeing how well it worked. So maybe we'll try another cooking video. So I figure I'll make something I really enjoy. So we'll make up these brownies. So we lightly greased the pan there. I think we're gonna do I may release my my mussel video as well. Making cooked up some of those mussels. Actually, it makes me want to go get some more mussels and actually cook them back up. If you guys have never tried mussels, actually you cook them up with some I don't know, there's a lot of recipes out there on the internet, but man, they're amazing. I love them. So I was supposed to eat the batter after, because you got raw eggs in them, but that was hard to resist. A saying always goes, what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. So work on getting stronger here. My videos are all about making mistakes, because you don't learn anything if you don't make some mistakes. So, like if I make a mistake by eating batter from brownies or cakes or whatever, so be it. We're almost up to temperature. I think it's supposed to be 325. We'll get this put in the oven, and when we get it pulled out, we'll show you guys what we got. See how it looks when it comes out. That's quite a bit in that pan there, so I'm afraid it may go over a little bit, but I don't know, we'll see what it looks like. All right, our oven's up to temperature now, so we're gonna get this put in the oven. All right, 45-minute timer set. Try this again. get a little bit of spray foam that actually kind of starts to swell up in this gun. I can see where you have to get the seal up. It'll actually plug this whole gun up, so probably want to use that sealer pretty quickly. Comes with the nozzles already on the cans, so you just kind of peel those off. Put another spray nozzle on. Change that spray nozzle out every time you put a new can on. First can I didn't have it adjusted right, and you can see that I've got stuff all over the floor from this, like big clumps of stuff. And it didn't go on real smoothly. I didn't have it turned up high enough. But as I actually started to go along, you could start to see where it would actually shoot a little better. And like I said, it's sealing up. I got it to where it's sealed up pretty good, so it's just a matter of learning how to use this. If you get this stuff too thick, it'll sit there and fall off the wall on you. So you can see how this is rolling down the wall. So the stuff is really sticky. Just let it dry first, and then you can actually scrape it off. But I got a couple of these where I've actually got it too thick in spots, and it just kind of fell, kind of rolled down the wall. And that was actually not having the right settings also. But I had it actually too thick right up in this corner here. But if you stay consistent with this, it'll shoot on okay. So we're gonna kind of continue on and use the rest of our 12 cans that we've got. So it looks like we've gone through, so far we've used about half of our cans on these sections right here. We'll do a calculation and see where we're at. All right, guys, that was the last can. All right, looks like the oven's done. That was fogged up all the camera real quick. Whoops, don't do that. All that steam come out of there. That looks pretty good. Okay, let this cool down. We may even do a little frosting for it. We've got some chocolate frosting, so we're just going to do the chocolate overdose on this. This is this seal spray foam insulation. We're going to get the gun cleaner out and get it cleaned real quick. So if we decide to get more of it, we can actually just go buy all we have to do is buy a couple of cans. And then once that shoots through there, kind of cleans all the spray foam out of there. That looks like it. There's no more. I don't see any more stuff coming out of there. All right, we're done with that. We used the spray foam cleaner. Shot it through the gun just to kind of clean everything up. Still quite a bit of that can left. We looked into actually just purchasing stuff like this to actually do our shop. We ended up actually paying somebody to come out and actually spray it. Had a professional come out. Obviously, you can see the difference between what I put on, what a professional puts on. Their gun shoots on a lot smoother and cleaner. It just gives it a little cleaner look. This is pretty choppy looking, but can you shoot a whole shop like this way? Absolutely. It's a little getting used to once you kind of figure it out. I think shooting overhead would be kind of a real mess. When I was shooting up high in those corners, it was kind of raining down on me, so I think to do the ceiling with these would be kind of a mess. So I guess you want to make sure that you get good PPE to cover yourself up. But for the most part, this actually covered pretty good. Looks like some of the tips actually shot better than others. But I would think that you would have to shoot this multiple times to get, you know, if you wanted to get several layers, you want to shoot one layer at a time, because if you put it on too thick, you saw how it was rolling down the wall, and you get these little clumps that will just roll down the wall and fall. That one clump actually ended up rolling down and landed right here. It's still soft, but it's got like a little bit of a, like I said, you can touch it and actually deflate the air foam that's inside there. So I think we're just gonna let this dry. We'll come back and we'll see how it looks after it dries. And like I said, my first wall didn't go so well. I didn't have the gun adjusted correctly. But as we started to shoot, you can kind of see that it actually shot a little bit smoother. Like I said, there is still kind of gaps in there. And that's what a professional gun will actually kind of fill those in to where they're not so gappy. Like I said, I probably did about a little less than a quarter coverage. So as I would fan up, I would maybe go over just cover maybe about a quarter of it as I was doing it. It was taking about 1 can per square. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 squares up there. I used all 12 cans of this stuff. So that did get, you know, a big majority, you know, well, I'll have to calculate and figure out what the square footage is of that. I'll leave it here on this video after I do some calculations. But if you go by those calculations, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. So to do all the walls to that height, kind of the way I've got it set up, that's going to be about 50 more cans. I don't remember what this cost me to buy, but it was about $260 or $250 for that square footage. So that was 12 cans, cost me about 250 bucks. So if I got 50 more cans of this, yeah, I'll have to do some calculations. I will leave it in this video as well. I will leave it on this video as well. And we'll see if that's something we want to do. As you can see, our floor is coming along really good. We put our second coat of sealer on this. We are going to be moving some equipment in here. So this thing looks amazing. You know what? For a shop that I'm going to be out here, grinding and welding on, this floor looks amazing. Turned out really kind of a cool look. So we're going to continue on and get the rest of the shop done. I figured we'd shoot some spray foam while we were letting this set up and cure, so we can get some equipment put on it. Kind of move some of that stuff over there and move it over onto the new floor. I do have a bunch of counters. I've got toolboxes. I got my 2-car lift here. We're just got to wait till we get everything all sealed up, and we will be getting that all stood up as well. I got to bring a gantry crane in here just so I can actually unload some of this stuff, because it's sitting on my trailer and I can't pick it up. So unless I get 3 or 4 guys to try to pick this thing up, I know that 2-car lift was probably 1,300 to 1,400 pounds. So I want to get the gantry crane to pick that thing up, and maybe I can use that to help stand the posts up on this as well. So, all right, this was, like I said, I used that seal spray foam. So if you guys, I'm gonna put this video out, and we'll see if you guys like that, or if you guys want to see more of this, let me know. Please click that like and subscribe button. Make a comment, tell me what else you would like to see, or if you would like to see a different product. There's a lot of the spray foam stuff out there. This one I look like it had a good rating on it, so that's why I went with it. Click that like button. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free. Click the subscribe button. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Mr. Modified, and you have a nice day.